From two small shoes to co-host Start the Show Without You. I'm your host, Riely, the big guy, here with my co-host, Andrew, the little guy. Hi, Andrew. How are you today?
You want to know the ironic thing about the big guy little shit is it's actually reversed if you do dick sizes.
Shut the fuck up, you piece of shit. Anyway, Ian's here too, if you couldn't tell. Yeah, hi Ian. Welcome to the program. Alright guys, shut the fuck up for a minute. We have some housekeeping to do. Shut up.
You have housekeeping?
Housekeeping.
Housekeeping?
We're shitting in his house?
Andrew?
What?
Shut up. Okay, so just to explain ourselves here, there might be some new people this week. So mega feed people, bear with us because I gotta explain that we're on YouTube again.
Yay!
Yeah, we used to put this show on my channel before I retired my channel, but now it's gonna be on YouTube again on a different channel. So if you've been paying attention to my social media this week, you may know that me and Andrew have started a new YouTube channel. Whoever's eating, fucking stop.
Ian just ceased to exist.
Me and Andrew are starting a YouTube channel, mostly a Let's Play channel, but on one of the days, the Tuesday, which is what you're usually accustomed to hearing this show, will be this show. We're going to upload this show to that channel. So if you're new here, if you're from that channel, you happened upon the show, welcome. This is the podcast that we've been doing for a while, and now we're doing the Let's Play show. So yeah, mega feed guys, if you were confused about the big guy, little guy thing, that's our YouTube channel, this big guy, little guy. I'm going to be linking it in every episode from now on. Go subscribe. It's going to be a good time.
Oh, I really can't wait for the dick size joke to become a running joke.
Oh yeah, so that's pretty
Just
funny.
like Ian planned.
You're a real funny guy, Ian. Did you know that?
Ian's
Yeah, I
a
am
fucking
actually.
comedic genius.
Well, speaking of Ian, I believe we had some issues last week, and we got to see which one won.
Yeah, let's see.
So, we actually received some votes this time. 2 votes,
Holy. Whoa.
to be exact.
Ooh. What
And 2 of those votes, those 2 votes were of the same issue.
What were they?
Now,
Actually, I
here's some
already
issues.
know.
There was tangents, got no votes. Short-term memory loss, got no votes. Bad audio, got no votes. Which only leaves Ian with 2 votes.
Ah, yeah,
The
motherfucker!
largest issue in the galaxy of episode 24.
Ian, you're the largest
Is
issue
Ian.
again.
I fucking
Which
won!
means...
I fucking won!
No, because you won as an issue, but I won because I brought in that issue. For the first time in, like, months, I finally won an
Since
episode.
episode fucking Yep, and now we're gonna go back out on the drought of you not winning.
Probably.
I actually, you wanna know something, Riley?
You voted for yourself. I figured.
Yeah, I voted for myself. Only once, though.
Yeah.
So somebody did
So-
genuinely
Yeah, I know.
vote for you.
So somebody did vote for Ian.
Someone
somebody-
someone sat through that 1 hour long podcast and they said, you know what? This Ian guy, fuck this
Pretty
guy.
large issue.
Yeah, you know what? Seriously, fuck me. I have my phone number.
No, I do want to.
I'm pretty lonely.
Okay, no. Let's not do that. Let's not do that.
Yeah,
Live on
am I
myself.
supposed to fuck you literally or figuratively?
I don't really
Both.
care. I'm just lonely.
Same.
Anyway, so I just want to warn, we are currently in the middle of a horrible DDoS attack in my area of the United States. So
Yeah, Riley is getting fucked. So if at any point Riley leaves, it will be me and Ian, probably. Probably not.
yeah, at some point I might pop out and it might be the Riley and Ian show, which means let's just get into my issue real quick so I can hopefully finish it before that
Yeah, let's
happens.
just get immediately
Yeah.
into your issue, and then I can make it's the Andrew and Ian show after that.
Yeah, there we go.
Speaking of that, my first issue is fucking the internet. Just the internet in general. Fuck the internet.
Yeah, the internet sucks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
have you ever fucking been, like, just go on any fucking internet thing and you'll see the worst fucking shit.
Fuck the internet. We all need to bully the internet. We need to take something out of fucking
Alright.
Pod Awful's
All right,
handbook.
I got
Bully the internet.
can I pose a question really quickly?
Yes, you can pose
Go
a
ahead,
question.
All right. What are your guys' least favorite things about the internet?
SJW, such as Ian.
I mean, yeah, that's acceptable. But
Yeah.
So,
Andrew,
okay, here's social justice warriors, but not Ian. A kid
Let's
that
go.
I know, she sucks. I hate her with all.
Is her name Alex?
No, her name is not Alex. Surprisingly,
She's been kind of SJWing you on Twitter a little bit, so I thought that's maybe what you're talking about.
She's really getting to the point of one of her best friend's sisters, and that is not good.
Ooh,
I was almost expecting her to block me when I put out that tweet about Trump.
Wait, what did you tweet about Trump?
It was
he
Trump's
tweeted some
birthday.
dumb shit wishing him a happy birthday.
Yeah. So it was Trump's birthday, and everybody was shitting on him. So I was like, hey, you know what, Trump? Happy birthday. I might not agree with you politically, but you know what? I respect you as a guy, and I hope you have a happy birthday.
Hey, you know what, Hitler? I may not agree with you politically. My name is Riley Brooks, and I want to wish Hitler a happy birthday.
When's
Trump
Hitler's
isn't
birthday?
Hitler.
Hitler's birthday. Yeah, you're right.
Anyway,
Hitler actually tried to get into power and actually had a philosophy. Hitler was at least abused as a child.
Okay, let's stop talking about Hitler for a second. But do you guys want to know my least favorite thing about the internet?
What is your least favorite thing about the internet?
What's your least favorite thing about the internet?
I fucking hate Rule 34. It is the fucking
Rule
worst
34? I was really not expecting that out of you. I was expecting you to say
no.
Nazis.
Rule 34 is great.
What the fuck?
I will play devil's advocate for Rule 34 any day. I love Rule 34.
Can I get that voice? Can I get that voice clip? I want to post that all over Twitter.
I will download that. I will download it.
I'll set it as
I will download it.
Look. Sometimes you just want to see that anime titties, dude. Sometimes.
All right, Ian. I'm gonna download this podcast the moment that it comes out, illegally or illegally, and I will edit it.
I don't think there's any way to illegally download this podcast. Andrew, this isn't it's not like this is a bonus episode from Patreon. Anybody could get this episode.
I mean,
well, yeah, but I have to use YouTube.
If you illegally download this podcast, then you fucked up.
If you got this on like a piracy website, then perhaps reevaluate your fucking life.
How low do you have to be to watch three jackasses talk about Rule 34 on the internet through a piracy website?
Just to deny us maybe like 2 cents of ad revenue that we'll get on this video in all time, even if we get popular enough to get to that point.
Yeah.
Just deny us of like fucking 25 cents.
Rule 34 is not
Rule 34 is the best. I can't believe you just said Rule 34 is the worst thing on the internet. I cannot, of all the things.
Riley, are you encouraging people to draw porn of toddlers in Pokemon?
No. What does that have to do with toddlers? Well, Pokemon, of course. But toddlers.
Riley.
So you're encouraging them to draw Blaziken with big tits.
If they want to draw Blaziken with big tits, I can stop them. I'm not going to stop them. I'm not going to look at it. There's some Pokemon I will look at. Blaziken is not one of them.
Okay. So, about the internet, Riley. So, I don't really
Riley's a furry.
So, I don't really know much about the DDoS attacks. I don't really know what's going on.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on either. That's just it just inspired me to talk about the internet, because right now, despite the internet being the worst place ever, we all need it in our lives. We all use it for so many things, and now that this fucking DDoS attack is going around and fucking with my internet, fucking with my mobile data, I'm going crazy over here. My fucking internet's dying. I'm trying to record a podcast and it's not working. I'm trying to call my mom, call my grandmother, see how they're doing, see if I can go to my grandma's house, because I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to go there soon anyway. And then just phone don't work and internet don't work. Nothing works.
Riley, are you telling me you're trying to call your mom and your grandma and record a podcast all at the same time?
Hold on, guys.
No, not at the same time, but within the same day.
No, you're not allowed to call your mom.
Yeah, I'll call my mom right now on this podcast.
No.
I've considered asking my dad to come on this podcast, just like pull him up on Google Voice and use OBS to record it.
That is the worst possible thing that you could have done. Do you really
Thank
want your
God.
dad hearing about Rule 34? Do you want to give your
No,
old man a
not
heart
this
attack?
podcast. Not this episode. Like an episode that's not this.
Just like one episode you featuring my
Andrew
dad.
wouldn't even be there because I'd have no way to make that work. It would just be me and him.
I couldn't make it as bad as I possibly could.
Yeah.
Uh,
Because my dad's a boomer who doesn't know how to use Discord, so I'd have to pull him up through Google Voice.
just teach him how to use Discord.
He doesn't even have a smartphone, I don't think.
Damn.
Teach him how to get Discord on a Nokia 3300.
I don't think you can, Ian. I don't think that's possible.
Did you
If
just
you
call
connect-
him Ian?
Wait, what? He
He
called
called
me
you Ian. Yeah.
and I responded.
Yeah.
I
Oh my
apologize.
god. That tells you
Why
how
would
much
you
I love
insult
you.
Andrew like that?
It's an insult to everyone else, but I'd much rather be called Ian. I stan Ian.
Aw. Good Andrew.
Good, Andrew. You live another day.
You can get your monthly payment now.
Yeah.
You will receive your payment in the form of 1/8 of a Bitcoin.
An eighth of a Bitcoin. Jesus Christ, someone's phone is going ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, that's
ding,
mine, sorry.
ding. What the f are you? Who's messaging you? Your sugar daddies?
No,
Damn.
it's just a friend that I have. We're talking about capitalism and the inherent exploitation within.
Oh. Fun.
Capitalism
Fun.
is flawed.
In fact, do you guys want to move on to the next issue?
No, I'm still going. Fuck you.
Oh, we can definitely continue. Here's the biggest problem with the internet.
You can't say biggest
Karens.
problem. You can't say that.
I said big. Oh wait. The abnormally absurdly
The largest issue with the internet.
the largest issue with the internet is Facebook. Everything on Facebook.
I mean, yeah, have you seen the fucking, like, there's a bunch of fucking racist on there.
Yes.
Are you
There's
saying
also
that Facebook is worse than 4chan?
Yeah, that's a fair point, actually.
Also,
You
can I
make
point
a
out?
good point.
Can I point out? I'm sorry
No.
to go back to last week. I could have done this earlier, but I forgot. When I did the Ian issue, I was already pissed at Ian. Then literally 2 days later, he tried to job lynch mob people, and I boiled over.
Boiled over?
Yeah, you got super angry at me for no reason.
Because job lynch mobbing is fucking stupid, and I hate it. And then you
Bro,
tried
they
to
were
do it.
literally-
Riley, you're stupid.
Bro, there were two guys outside of a convenience store talking about shooting people.
Okay, did they shoot people?
It doesn't matter.
Yes, it does!
Okay, Riley. That could potentially, if you hear two Arabians over in the corner talking about, hey, let's bomb this building, why don't we? And it's like, other guys like, yeah, sure, let's do it. You're just gonna do nothing? You just be like, yeah, let's let them do that.
I don't think, was that the context behind it? I didn't actually watch the video. What was the
Oh
context?
my fucking god. The video was fucking terrible. They were talking about shooting black people.
Okay. Tell me specifically what they said, because I know you're like bending your words with little manipulative SJW video abilities. What did they actually say?
I can't remember. It was like a week ago.
Yeah, but you remember your fucking
ago.
manipulative fucking with the
Okay,
words
can
version.
can I mention another problem with the internet?
Sure.
Sure.
People reading the fucking headlines of articles, but not reading the actual fucking articles.
Oh yeah, definitely.
No, I see where you're going with that. I see what you're implying.
What am I
don't.
implying, Riley?
Yeah, what is
You're
he implying, Riley?
You're talking about me because I didn't watch this video.
Gee, Riley, what correlation could be drawn there?
Let me see if I can find the video. I'm looking through Ian's Twitter.
You're never gonna find it. I have like 1,000 tweets.
Well, I'm on media mode, so that might help a little bit.
Ian tweets like 300
All
times a
this
day.
fucking time, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Also, can
You
I
want to spam, Ian?
have one more question for Ian?
Uh-huh.
Did you just become, like, not a liberal, like, within, like, a week?
Yeah,
Because I feel like we had a conversation where you said, fuck Antifa. Like, hell yeah, Antifa! I'm part of Antifa, look at me.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what happened.
What happened there? Could you give me some insight?
I kind of looked into things, and it seems like anarcho-communism
Ian, you
is the
still
best.
there?
Yeah.
Yes, he's still there. He's still
Can
speaking.
you
I can
guys
hear
still
him.
hear me? Can you still hear me, Andrew?
I can still somewhat hear you.
Okay.
Oh, and there goes his audio.
Yep, okay, so let me explain my position. I'm not a liberal anymore because I believe anarcho-communism would be the best system for people. I believe that anarcho-communism provides the most freedom for people, and I believe that is very good. I can go into further detail about this maybe, but I'm not going to do it on this podcast.
You're not going to do it on this podcast because I'm an idiot. I don't understand a word that you're saying at all.
All right, I'm back.
In other words, fuck Riely.
Yeah.
So Ian, can I get like a 1-sentence summary of what you said before I cut out?
Riely is a fucking man-child who's never worked a job.
Oh, okay. I asked you why you went from fuck Antifa to hell yeah Antifa in a week.
Oh, that's why.
Because I don't have a job.
Yeah, because you're in need.
Oh no. Shut the fuck up.
So you became Antifa because I'm in need.
Yes, I am the entire organization of Antifa. Every time Antifa does something, it's just me running really fast.
It's just Ian.
Yeah, I run really fast, guys. I make it look like there are multiple people.
So you yourself, just one guy, is a terrorist organization.
Yeah.
Just like how I'm ISIS.
Even though Antifa isn't an organization.
Yeah, I know. I'm not saying I agree with what Trump did in classifying them. I'm just saying it is the case. Legally and technically, because he's the president.
Ian is not only just that
Ian
one
is
Russian
an entire
guy.
terrorist.
He's an entire terrorist group.
All right, do you guys want to move on?
My mom moaning in the background. Hold on.
Okay, I think that's a good stopping point.
All right, we can get to Ian's issue now because my internet is starting to fuck up. So.
All right, so Riely, you have already been done as a concept, right?
I'm sorry. What is your issue?
You have already been an issue, right?
Okay,
Andrew.
I'm back.
Andrew. What? You made a very loud noise. Now, Ian, what was your issue?
All right, my issue is going to be transphobia.
I hope you're not trying to imply that I'm transphobic the way you made it sound.
I don't know. Are you? I don't think you are. Okay,
I'm not. I'm not afraid of trans people.
He's laughing. I think he might be.
Yeah, Riely. Why do you hate trans people, Riely?
Don't hate trans.
But anyway, my problem is transphobia because it seems like it's really widespread compared to.
It is really widespread. I'm friends with somebody who's not very nice about that, and it's fucking wild. Just the things they say.
I have never heard one person complain about a trans person.
Oh, you hear it all the time if you just ask.
Oh, I have a friend who's like a hardcore Christian, and he fucking the things he says sometimes.
Oh yeah. No, I have a friend that is a female.
Wait, really?
She doesn't like gay people.
Holy shit! Andrew has a female friend. What?
Holy shit! Did he go to Handland with her?
Anyway, you see, transphobia is pretty widespread, and let's address something. You guys know about the trans suicide rates, right?
Oh yeah, I've heard a lot about those.
No, like it's pretty serious. 40% of trans people commit suicide.
I know, but that's the statistic that every transphobic person points to, and it's like, hey, trans is bad because they all kill themselves.
No, the reason why transphobia is bad is because that's what causes it. When you don't accept
see? 100%. I agree with that. Every fucking transphobic person in the world's like, oh, transphobia is a mental disease. Or not transphobia. Transgenderism is a mental disease because 40% end in suicide. And I'm like, yeah, because you keep fucking telling them that they're a fucking disease.
Yeah. I mean, imagine if, like, somebody was to say that Riely Brooks was a fucking cancer on this world and that we need to wipe Riley Brooks off the fucking face of this planet if we ever want freedom.
I think I would say that. I think Riley Brooks,
Ian
would say that about myself.
Yeah, probably. But, like, imagine, like, if somebody said that because, like, you're straight or something. Like, imagine if you were oppressed.
They do!
Like,
oh, yeah, gay people. I know gay straight.
Everybody hates straight. I'm a straight white male. Everybody on Twitter says I should fucking die.
Like, there's, like, 5 people that unironically believe that.
I know. They're a very vocal 5, though.
They are.
Much, but you see, here's the thing: the people on the left don't like those people. Like, we don't like people that hate.
Okay, so you do identify with the left.
Yeah,
you're a person that stands on the left. My dad would hate you.
Riley.
No, because there was a moment where I said something to Ian about Antifa, and he said, "Yeah, that's back when I was a libtard."
Yeah, that's because I'm a communist.
Oh my god. Quick, someone get Gordy. Or who was the person that got mad at him because of this?
I don't know. Was it Gordy?
Wait, what? What's going on?
Who was the person that called you a communist?
I don't think it was Gordy. Oh, it was Mo. It was Mo.
Oh yeah, I got really fucking angry at that. That entire fucking stream makes us both look so fucking terrible.
When are you guys gonna start the Riley versus not the Riley, the Mo versus Ian debate podcast?
When I don't know.
Someone get Ian or Mo.
You left that Discord server, so.
Oh yeah. I was kind of working on another project that week, and I didn't want to deal with any backlash.
Ian, you're gonna deal with backlash no matter what. Everyone.
There's no rush. Just fucking do it when you can.
Yeah. Anyway, what I was saying was that transphobia is a widespread problem and it needs to be addressed. Now, let's also address something. There are not more than 2 genders. There are also not 2 genders. Gender does not exist.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Gender is Ian Kareem, and it is his gender.
I'm being unironic right here.
Wait, what? What? Okay, sure.
Like, no. Now,
sure.
I believe that there is some merit in the fact that, like, non-binary people are valid. However, gender does not exist. There is a distinct difference between gender and sexuality. Sexuality is if you were born male or female. Now, that is objective. But however, if you're just born, gender is supposed to be kind of the way you act, I guess. Like, if you act womanly, then you're a woman.
Now, Ian, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you think there are, like, levels of transphobia?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Because I do.
I do, too.
Do you get what I mean by this? Do I have to go in detail here? Also, am I still here? Fuck. Can you still hear me?
Yes, we can still hear you, sadly.
Wait, has Riley said anything?
Oh, god damn it. Well, now we gotta deal with... Well, is Riley dead? Is Riley dead?
Yep, Riley's dead.
Shit.
Yeah, anyway, back to what I was saying is that I do believe that there is some merit to the fact that there are more than 2 genders. And if you identify as something, I, of course, will call you by your pronouns. However, I do not believe gender exists. I believe it is a social construct. And I do not... But I do not believe we need to expand that social construct. I believe we need to deconstruct it. Yeah?
Did you hear my question?
There are different levels to homophobia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, transphobia?
Do you think that a person who's, like, biological gender exists deserves to die less than someone who's, like, kill all trans people?
No. I mean, yeah, of course. I mean, if you believe that biological gender exists, I mean, I'm not going to call you a fucking... Like, if you believe that biological gender exists, you're not a bad person.
So would you say that J.K. Rowling is a bad person?
Oh, yeah, J.K. Rowling is a piece of shit.
What did J.K. Rowling say? All she said is that biological gender exists.
No, have you read her manifesto that she wrote?
Does she have a manifesto?
Yeah, she wrote an anti-transgender manifesto.
Now, are you sure this is real and not like some 4chan deepfake?
No, it's real.
Okay, what did she say in that manifesto?
Okay, so the manifesto is called My Twisted World.
You lied. You fuck. You tricked me.
No, but like she seriously did write a manifesto.
What is the worst thing she said in that manifesto? Let's get the highest threshold of J.K. Rowling. What is the worst thing she said?
She cited the false statistic that what was it? That she doesn't feel comfortable. No, let me show you the worst thing that she did. In that thing, she tries to use sympathy because if you didn't know, J.K. Rowling sadly got sexually assaulted. But she tries to use that.
No.
Yeah, but she tries to use that as an excuse for her bigotry.
Mm-hmm.
What do half of these words mean?
Yeah, I know, Andrew. I sadly know what these words mean.
Yeah, she seriously tries to use her sexual assault as an excuse as to why.
Yes, but what? That has not. That's bad. That has nothing to do with the question at hand. What is the worst thing she has said about trans people?
Probably that they
Or about transgender.
that too many women are become that too many. You cut out, but she said that too many people are becoming transgender. It seems like these people aren't really transgender. They're just jumping on a trend. And it's so fucking stupid. Because either these people are valid transgenders or there are no valid transgenders. You can't just say shit like that. You see,
Okay.
Okay, so you missed the entire thing what I said.
I heard the last. I'm sorry. I can't do anything about this fucking internet bullshit.
Well, I'm not repeating myself.
You don't have to. I heard the last of it. That kind of makes sense. But I admit I didn't know all this. I thought that all that J.K. Rowling said was that gender exists. Like the thing I saw the thing I saw she said recently that people were yelling over was that she said that some like article called said that like people who have periods or something, and she's like, I think we used to have a word for that. Wombin?
Okay. Yeah, like she's like genuinely a piece of shit.
Okay. That's news to me. I thought she was just a biological gender exists. I didn't know she went that far. Thank you for telling me.
Yeah, do you know what a TERF is?
Yeah, I hear it all the time. Over J.K. Rowling.
Yeah, she's a TERF. J.K. Rowling. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Andrew?
Yeah, J.K. Rowling's a TERF.
I have to have my thing on push to talk. I have a screaming toddler in the background and someone's taking a shower. Bull.
Well, you know what to do with that toddler. Set him to bed and, give him some cookies.
No.
Yeah, that's what we're trying right now.
No, Ian?
Go ahead.
Do you believe in separating art from artists, though? That's what I want.
Well, it depends. Like,
do you think people who still enjoy Harry Potter are transphobes?
No, I of course not.
Okay.
But I do believe
that there are people who do.
I do believe that there's a point where the distinction kind of has to come together. Because, I'm not going to hang up a picture that Hitler made up on my wall and say, I separate art from artist,
What is the line that you draw? So Harry Potter's still valid. So being a TERF doesn't draw that line so hard. What is probably the least intense crime that you say it becomes time to do
probably
that?
Like actively murdering people and like supporting genocide.
Okay, so murder and genocide. So
yeah. Do you think that's a fair distinction?
I'd say that's fair. I'd say that's fair. But then I'm going to go a step down, and you're going to tell me that this step down is actually the one. Is Asperger's music still valid?
Yeah, if you want to listen to it, I'm fine with that.
Did I die, or did Ian go silent?
No, if you want to listen to that, then that's fine.
Oh, well, there he goes.
Well, there he goes. Welcome to the Ian and Andrew show. I am your host, Ian Karam, joined by my co-host, Andrew.
Yep, every time that Riely leaves, it's just, I'm still the same.
Okay, here I am. Did Ian hear the question? Did he answer it? I don't need to repeat myself. I just need to listen to know if he did.
Fine. I believe it's fine if you listen to Asperger's music. But just know that the person that made it is a fucking scumbag.
I don't know.
Like a terrible fucking piece of human garbage.
I think that there's more to that story. I honestly think there is. From what I've heard about from what I've heard about Jackie from both Burger and Ben Saint back when that happened, I would not be surprised if there was some like
Let's
lies.
just not get into it.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, so you have anything else about transphobia?
Oh, nice! I'm trending on Reddit.
What?
Yeah.
How are you?
Hold on, I made a flag. Let me show it to you. Hold on.
Ian made a flag. Let's find out what it is.
I'm interested now.
Please post it in recording, not in general. Can you get into recording, actually? I don't think you can.
Yeah, I am. Let me see.
Oh, okay.
Alright. Which one is it? Fuck, dude. Okay, just go on with the issue and I'll post it.
This is your issue, Ian. It's yours.
I'm done.
Okay, Andrew. Andrew, what's your issue?
So...
Here it is.
Hold on.
Found it.
Oh, it's a come and take us Antifa flag.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I need to see this now. Oh.
It's not my
Riley.
best work, to be honest. I have
Riley,
like I made this
Riley,
from scratch.
I have a question.
Yeah, what's up, Andrew?
Have I ever done an issue about a screaming toddler?
I don't think you have. I mean, besides that kid whose ear you slapped, but that was unrelated.
Oh yeah, when Andrew assaulted
broke a kid's
murdered a kid's ear.
he fucking stabbed him in his ear.
I did not stab him. I slapped him. Fun fact.
Brutally stabbed him.
Andrew, say your issue again, just real quick.
Okay. All right, my issue is toddlers, specifically screaming toddlers.
Okay.
You. Anyways, so have you ever just had to deal with a screaming toddler at all times of your day?
Oh yeah.
No.
Yeah, I punched that bitch.
Oh
my
really
God.
Ian, we're not allowed to punch people.
Can you please cut that out?
No.
Oh my God, we're just about to make. Riley's just gonna have to record everything.
I don't want that audio.
Ian is. Oh yeah,
Okay.
Ian is still. I forgot about Ian being a deleter cuck and wanting me to delete shit. That's pretty funny.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Anyway,
I said some really not okay things.
Okay, so let me explain to you this. During the first 20, 30, 40 minutes of this recording, I don't know how long we've been recording, Grayson, my little brother that I have, has been screaming nonstop. And he's finally calmed down, so I'm trying to be a little more quiet so that he doesn't just... You both had the same idea. The same time, same idea, you both did it.
Nice.
I don't know. But, anywho, Grayson, if something doesn't go his way, he will scream nonstop. And this especially happens when he's supposed to go to sleep from the times of 10 p.m. to 6.
I mean, to be fair, didn't you do that as a kid too? I know I did.
No, I didn't.
No,
I didn't have a problem with going to bed. I never screamed my head off.
Oh, it was just me, I guess.
I don't know, Riley, did you scream when you were younger, when you were supposed to go to bed?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm told I was a pretty mellow
Name's
child.
not Riley. Anyways, back on the screaming toddler topic. Grayson gets hurt a lot, so most of the time, you are going to hear, "Ah!" And it is just, why do you get hurt so much? He's smashed a fingernail off on his middle finger on his right hand. He does not have a nail on his middle finger. He smashed it in
How
the
the
doors.
fuck did he do that?
Yeah, sliding doors.
Ow.
Yeah, he did. He's done this 5 times.
I mean, I remember when did I tell you guys about the time I pepper sprayed myself when I was 5?
You pepper sprayed yourself? How does that feel? How does it feel to get pepper sprayed? I've never
It feels
had that happen.
It feels like your fucking flesh is melting off your body.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah. You should try it sometime, Riley. I can help you.
Oh yeah, sounds great.
Yeah, so he screams a lot, and he sits most of his time on his tablet. And I think the problem has become if he doesn't like something, he'll either just throw it, he will yell, or in some cases, break things.
Don't give him a tablet if he breaks things. That's like the stupidest.
Yeah, I know, right? He's on his second tablet.
Ian, you good over there?
Yeah. Went down wrong way.
What did he have go? What?
Ignore it.
Okay, let's ignore Ian.
Is Ian having a stroke?
So, screaming toddlers.
Screaming toddlers are really annoying, and I'm tired of dealing with them on a daily basis. Every night, we just do not hear him stop yelling until he eventually cries himself to sleep. At least that's what I think he does. But he's up at 6 in the morning. He's screaming for most of the time, and he only wants to go outside. I think if he would sleep outside, he just becomes a dog. He gets hurt. He screams. Does everything he can.
Just put a collar on him and make him stay outside most of the day.
Are you encouraging me to put a dog leash on my brother? Or one of those child leashes, or whatever they're called?
Not a leash, a collar, so that if he gets lost, somebody can call the number and you can come get him.
Yeah, he's not gonna get lost like that, I think. I think he's smarter than that. And if he doesn't, then... oh well, then. That's his problem. Fun fact, my parents got home from walking him, and he complained about walking too much. He was in a stroller.
Wait. Do you have one of those child leashes thing?
No, he was sitting in a stroller.
I mean, like, okay, I'm not gonna lie, I saw one of those child leash things.
I've never seen one. I only found out what they were via the internet.
Yeah, it's super fucking weird.
Mm.
It's also, like, pretty much child abuse.
That's practically child abuse, but as long as it happens to a child, they don't care. Fun fact, I know back in kindergarten, a kid was beaten to death by her parents in my friend's kindergarten class.
I mean,
if we get enough money on patreon.com/Riely, we're going to buy Andrew a child leash for Grayson.
Yeah,
no.
Like, have you seen that fucking video on Twitter of the dog girl?
I'm guessing it's a furry.
No, it's worse.
That girl who fucks dogs?
It's worse.
How do you get worse than that?
What is it, Kira the Wolf? That guy who fucking killed a puppy with his dick?
No, you'll see. Hold on.
Oh great, Ian's just gonna show us.
Alright, just keep it on going and I'll find it.
Hold on.
You know what? They're children, okay? They can't help themselves.
Yes, they can. They need to learn how to be humble. They need to sit down and they need to be humble.
Yeah, but he's two. Terrible twos.
Okay, and he's probably gonna be like this his whole life. He purposefully tries to annoy people. Like, he does it purposefully. He is like the time he threw a book at a toddler. She's just like,
I feel like every child tries to annoy people.
Well, yeah, but I wasn't. And neither was my sister. Like, we were not dumb. We actually, had decency of what is right and wrong, unlike some toddlers.
I've never met a toddler that's that annoying.
I've met a couple.
Every toddler I've interacted with, like family members, kids, has been pretty good. They cry occasionally, but of course they do. They're toddlers.
Yeah, I mean, occasionally is fine. But every time when something doesn't go your way, it's just like, please, give me some sort of noise-canceling headphones so I don't have to hear him or her.
Okay,
I saw my niece. I saw my
clip of the dog girl.
Wait, you fucked the dog girl?
I saw my.
I found the clip of the dog girl.
Oh, great.
I saw my toddler niece every day for like a week back in December, and I think I only heard her cry like once.
And how old was she?
3, I think.
I'd pay for that. You're dealing with a toddler not crying. I'd love that so much.
Alright. Yeah, here's the... Alright.
Yeah, the music bot doesn't work with Twitter.
Sorry. Just click on the link.
Alright, I'll click the link.
Well, what I would suggest is I heard that entire combo. I would suggest, do you know what, why don't you put, you have plastic bags at home, right?
Sure.
Do you have cotton?
No.
Well, get, a cotton or fluffy material or, stuffing, and take a rubber band, put those things on your ears, and then put the rubber band around your head to keep it in place. Andrew?
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Hello?
Andrew died.
Well, it appears phase 1 of my plan is complete.
Okay, well, Ian, what's your last issue?
Wait,
okay, I've come to the conclusion after watching that she is a girl with some very weird kinks.
There's more.
What is she like?
I watched that video. I'm scared. I don't know.
Does she pretend to be a dog? What does she do, Ian?
Yes, she pretends to be a
dog. Look at the
dog.
link.
Ian, this is a podcast. Explain it to our listeners.
Okay, you can put in the clip.
No, I can't. I don't edit like that. Explain it.
Well, okay, I'll fucking edit the video.
Just explain it!
It's a video of a girl acting like a dog out in public.
Jesus, was that so hard?
Yes.
Yes, it was.
So I think my issue...
Yeah, what is your final issue?
Is gonna be probably capitalism.
Oh, great. We get to dive into capitalism.
We've done capitalism. I'm 100% sure we've done capitalism.
Have we?
I don't think we have.
I'll check the list, but I think we have.
If we did, I wouldn't be surprised if Ian's already done it. But I don't think I think...
Capitalism.
Most flawed thing since the Grammys.
Hold on, I'm checking the issues. Capitalism. Okay, no, never mind. I think I'm thinking of something else. Go ahead, Andrew. And Ian.
Oh my god, stop calling him Andrew and calling me Ian.
Hey guys, it's your co-host Andrew here. And I'm about to tell you why capitalism is inherently bad. You see, let me pull up the thing that I wrote before the podcast. Where is it?
In a world full of... I don't remember it. Can't say it. I don't remember.
Just doing the Monkey Jones scritch. Alright,
yeah.
let's pull up an effective argument. Alright, now let's dispel the argument first. That the bosses deserve the pay that they get because they just work harder. Because, of course, we both
fuck that
know...
shit.
What?
I said, yeah, fuck that shit.
But because, of course, we both know this isn't true. But, let's have the argument. Fuck.
When Ian can't speak.
The majority of people will no. Here's the argument. No, they don't. While some may be able to work their way out of poverty, in any society, the majority of people will be workers. Bosses control those workers. While the bosses may own those companies and they may have come up with the ideas to the companies, the true success of the company comes from the workers. It comes from the beating heart of the workers. But the capitalist keeps them down. But you may respond, but the bosses are the only reason companies are successful. Without them, the company wouldn't exist. Plus, they work 11 hours a day. Plus, the workers should just pull themselves up by the bootstraps. Then, of course, I would respond, yes. But in a society advocating for new ideas, they can be voted upon. This is the society I want. When I call for anarcho-communism, I want people to vote on ideas and what they want most. And that idea may come to fruition through that way and not through a clan of wealthy investors. Now, let's look at the work harder argument a little bit further. It doesn't matter if you're the hardest working janitor in the world. You're not going to amount to anything if you're a janitor. Even if you are the hardest working janitor in the world, even if you work 100% harder than your boss, you're not getting shit. No.
I have a little bit of a devil's advocate argument for that, just to, make it more interesting.
All right, shoot.
So when you work hard, just in any job, but we use janitor as an example. Janitor is a little more complicated than some of the others, but when you work as hard as a janitor, there are like levels. There are like in some places, I think there are like levels of janitors, and then there's like the lead janitor, so you can work your way up to that. But then there's also the fact that if you work hard enough in your janitor job and you prove that you're a hard worker, and your boss comes to be like, hey, this guy works hard, he's real good, then you can find a better job, and your experience being such a hard worker at that job will help you move up in that job.
Well, that's okay. That's just not true. A lot of bosses choose favoritism over work. Like, favoritism is a much greater factor than hard work.
Well, yeah, there's obviously that human aspect, but we can't really do anything about it. But just in theory, that's how it works.
Yeah, and that's why we need to remove the boss, because it doesn't work in reality. Also, I want to say that you can be a extremely hard worker. Like, you can be the second hardest worker, but the first hardest worker you can, like, work your fucking ass off. But if somebody is working the same amount as you, and they're working their fucking ass off, you have to compete with each other. And only one of you can be promoted, even though you both worked extremely hard and you aren't getting your equal's pay worth.
Yeah, I suppose.
Now, continue with my argument from before. Let's continue with my argument before. Yeah, some people may be able to work themselves out of poverty, but not everyone can. Bosses take a large, undeserved chunk of workers' pay, and thus they need to be phased out. Also, bosses are hierarchical and have unjust control over workers. They get to decide everything you do. You don't get to decide what you want to do. Your boss fucking does. So I propose that workers have direct control over the workplace. Otherwise, it's just a dictatorship in form of a boss. Would you people agree?
Now, what do you mean?
Now, my name's Uncle Ruckus.
Now, how would it work to phase out a boss? Because the boss, I think they should be paid less, 100%, but phasing them out completely sounds far-fetched to me.
Well, you can look it up. Look up worker co-ops. They are more effective and they don't have bosses. Basically, what a worker co-op is where the workers directly control every decision that is made in the company. But I don't really believe in capitalism. So I believe, like, hey, guys, let's say you're in an anarcho-capitalist society. You go to work. Now, you get to decide, hey, welcome to the chair-making factory. We're going to decide what we want to make and how we want to make it. Let's see. So it seems that people like this brand of chair. So we're going to start making that. Okay, that's a bad example, isn't it? So let's say you work at a chair-making factory. You go to work, and when you get to work, you're going to have like a certain quota that you need to meet so you can get enough chairs. You get to decide how you want to fulfill that quota. Like, you get to democratically decide who does what, and also you get to choose your job, but only if the majority of people want it. Now, what else would happen in this society is that you would get to choose how you want to make the chairs. Like, hey guys, maybe we want to put the legs on first, or we want to put the top on first, like to the the back piece of the chair.
Ian?
Yeah.
Another question I have for you is, I'm still playing devil's advocate here, just so you guys know. I don't really believe most of this, but it's kind of just the stuff that gets brought up in these sort of arguments. So, if bosses didn't exist and everybody got paid the same and workers controlled everything, then what would be driving people to invent things? Because people invent things, and people invent things, and then they start companies and they get rich and they get paid more than their workers, obviously, because that's how it all works. So
inventors in itself, I believe, in this society could be a job in of itself. Like, you could invent things for a job.
Yeah, but you'd get paid just as much as anybody else because it's communism, right?
I don't really believe in the concept of money.
Okay, then how does this society work then? Explain to me how that works.
So you have a contract, and it says, like, how much stuff do you have to take, all right? So you can't just go into the fucking, furniture mart and take all the fucking furniture for yourself. You can only take a certain amount. But you would be able to go into that store, take what you want, take what you need, and then leave.
I was about to say, what about amenities then? Like things that people want but they don't need. Like, like maybe somebody wants a video game or a burger from McDonald's, like something that you don't really need.
Yeah, you can still take
want.
What do you mean? I definitely need a burger from McDonald's.
But
That is food.
how would that be distributed?
Well, it wouldn't be distributed at all. You would still be able to go to a store, except you wouldn't use money or anything to buy something. You would just take
So you just walk in and take. Okay.
Yeah,
it's
but
Robux.
you'd only be able to take one.
One of each thing? Because you could still walk out with like thousands of dollars. I know dollars don't exist, but theoretically thousands of dollars worth of things.
Well, no, you'd be able to take like a few things, like nothing over the limit. You'd still have cashiers to decide.
Okay, so like you work and then like they decide like, okay, you worked so you can have this much thing.
You've done this much work, you have therefore this much freedom.
Yeah, you can have that. Yeah, you'd be able to have that, except like everybody would get the same.
Yeah, okay. But like, how does it work with like things that are really expensive to make? Like things where in a money society they're like hundreds of dollars. Do you have to like work your way up to that, or how does it work?
So are you talking like you want to use like
a TV or a video game console or something that's like hundreds of dollars?
Well, if you already have one of those in your house, then yeah, you can't take it. But yeah, it would be free. But you would only be able to have one in a house.
You'd only be able to have one. So like you work your regular like 2 weeks, and then you're like, hey, I want a TV, and then they let you have that if you don't have.
Yeah, you don't even have to work for that. I don't believe. But let's look at something really expensive, like really expensive to make, like a Lamborghini, for example. I believe that the community can come together and democratically vote who gets to have that Lamborghini.
Okay.
So
I guess I can see that.
So like, hey, the doctor has like really done a lot of good work for us. Like, let's reward him with a Lamborghini.
But you see, we again come to the human error argument that you had before, where everybody just could be like, Mr. Doctor Man worked really hard, but I want that Lamborghini. So I'm going to get all of my friends to vote for me.
Well, you wouldn't be able to vote for yourself. And, like, you can get all your friends to vote for me, but I'm talking about, I'm talking about, thousands of people would be there.
Well, of course, but, voting. It comes to the same thing. Like, there are reasons CEOs are CEOs beyond what they made. It's charisma, and people could use that same charisma to sway those votes.
I don't really see a problem with that, though. Like, a Lamborghini doesn't really have any practical use, except, it's pretty cool.
Well, yeah, I suppose, but then a lot of people are going to be like, hey, this is unfair. Fucking Mark Zuckerberg over here convinced all of the people to vote for him, but me, Mr. Robert Smith, I worked so hard and I didn't get the Lamborghini. Man, I really wish there was this thing called money that I could use to purchase the Lamborghini.
I guess so, but then again, I don't think there's gonna be like a debate on who gets a Lamborghini. It's just like, hey guys, we got a Lamborghini rolled out. Decide who gets it, I guess.
Yeah, I suppose.
I don't think anybody is really gonna fucking care that much about a Lamborghini.
Yeah, I guess not at the end of the day, but it's just that theoretical sort of problem that you have to go over in this kind of proposal.
Yeah.
Ian just crushed his balls.
Oh no.
It's the only way I can assume the noise what he made is why he made it.
Ian, should we be worried about you right now? Oh my god, Ian?
Yeah, I'm fine. I suffered balls with a badge.
I told you he hit himself in the balls. I fucking called it.
It fucking hurt.
Now, while Ian sorts out his ball thing, I'm very sorry, Ian. That sucks.
You, Riely.
No, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, but we're also doing a podcast. So, Andrew, what is your opinion on this sort of type of thing while Ian is recovering?
I don't know. I barely understood half the things that you two were talking about. I'm just kind of sitting here at this point, just like listening. I don't know.
How do you feel about capitalism in general? Do you like capitalism more, or do you like the system that Ian is proposing?
I don't know. All I'm gonna say is capitalism is flawed.
Wow,
That's all
you
I'm
found
gonna
that one.
say.
You got that one simple opinion. You're running with it. You're running with it over here.
It's just
You that good old capitalism. That's flawed. It's flawed. I have no other details. It's flawed.
It's flawed. I don't really know what I'm talking about, but that's my opinion.
Press F for flawed.
Press F if you think Ian's balls are in too much pain and you wish for Ian to get better.
I will fucking kill you.
I really hope you.
How bad did you hit them? Holy shit!
What did you hit them against? I'm more interested about his balls than his goddamn whatever he's been talking about for the last 13 minutes.
I was swinging a bat, hit them against my fucking bare ass balls.
Fucking idiot!
Wait, what?
Riley, you better fucking cut this shit out and edit it.
Wait, so first off, you swung a baseball bat and it hits your bare fucking balls.
Shut up.
First off, where do you have the space for this? Second of all, why are your balls out?
Well, folks. It seems like we might have to end the show for
oh my god!
Fuck off.
Self-evident reasons.
Everyone wish Ian's ball sack a better time.
Everybody
bleeding?
Let's hope that he still has a chance to have kids.
Okay, I don't think it's bleeding. And I think all of us lost our chances to have kids when we came on this podcast.
You got a pretty good singer in there, even though your balls are dying. So, yeah, I think we're gonna have to end the show. You all know why. You all heard why. Ian, you want to go through your plugs, or are you in too much pain?
Yeah, you can subscribe to my Twitter at edgytruth.
You can subscribe to my Twitter.
Leave him alone. He's in pain.
With a bat.
This might be the best episode of all time. Andrew, where can they find you on the internet? Andrew? Well, Andrew is gone, so you can find Andrew at Andrew is Away on Twitter. As for me, on Twitter at Riely Tweets, on Twitter, twitch.tv/Riely Streams. Ian is slapping something. You can find Pokemon Variety Hour on Stitcher, Spotify, or Apple Podcasts, Pixels, Polygons, and Fun wherever podcasts are found. And if you're watching on the new YouTube channel, make sure to check out the Riely Podcast Mega Feed, which is linked in the description, which is where I put all my podcasts, including this show. And if you're on the Mega Feed...
If you're watching on the YouTube channel, be sure to dislike.
Don't do that.
If you dislike, you're going to get hit in the balls with a metal bat.
Yeah.
If you're watching, and if you're listening on the Mega Feed, please subscribe to Big Guy, Little Guy, link in the description. We don't just put this show on here, we also put Let's Plays on here every single day, except for Tuesday, because that's when this show comes out.
What a fucking nerd.
So, yeah, thank you all for listening to the show. My issue was the internet.
My issues... go first. Ian.
Right. My issues was capitalism and transphobia.
Transphobia, yeah.
Go hand in hand.
And Andrew?
My issue was a screaming toddler.
So screaming toddlers, yes. And
yeah,
so
there's no other issues from Andrew.
That was the only issue. I never talked about another one.
Yeah, you never talked about
that's how it works.
Another one.
Yep.
No. No other
issue was talked about.
Goodbye.